Straight from the back. Good, how are you? Champs in the house. Let's go, baby.
What? Wanna move up? 30 seconds.
There you go.
What a beautiful left hook. I like the way you prepared before, just like that, Mike. Just one. Exactly. How can I touch you? Explode body shots. Beautiful. He can find you. He cannot find you.
There he is.
Just like that. Beautiful. Eyes on him. You can't hit with your arm. Beautiful cross. 15 seconds. Good. Oh, yeah. Beautiful combination, Mike.
Your head after your last point.
Tyson's training footage doesn't look like nostalgia content. It looks like a heavyweight storm being rebuilt in real time.
Now you hit it.
You got it, Bill?
I want this shit. Got a box.
Stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated.
I'm about to move around. You got box around.
You're done Friday. Saving for Friday, man.
Huh?
You know you can do things else like that. You know you can. You know you can.
I need boxes. That's my thing. You know, this sort of shit.
Yeah.
That's cool for your head. I need the boxes. That's what I gotta do. I gotta box.
Warn them off.
Best guy in the world you want to be on Friday?
The frame, the explosiveness, the way the combinations snap under Rafael Cordero's watch. It gives off that old seek and destroy energy that made people panic when the bell rang.
Today was the day he's supposed to rest, and then they call all of us to come here because he decided to train. My opinion was the best decision. This is the way Mike, handled the things. So what, like, you want to move?
Mike, by yourself, Jeff. Mike, this is amazing. Roll three. Puta que pariu! Excellent, Mike. Excellent. We're good, Mike. Excellent excellence. Smoke that joint that they go to the gym. Here we are. Yeah, you know? Yeah, here we are.
He's devastating, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
The level of the game invents itself. People that participated add to it.
Sure, Floyd's got that flawless record, and everyone calls him a defensive mastermind. But here's what's eating at everyone's mind. Mike's walking around with 44 knockouts on his resume, and that kind of devastating power does something to your head before you even step in there. It's not just about what those fists can do, it's about knowing what they've already done.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
5.
6. 4, Mike.
You're up in the air.
Cross these people.
Beautiful, right?
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. That's my the best one. Sit roll, up there. Hey, push shot. Isso, that's it. Sit roll. One shot.
This whole thing feels like watching two completely different movies crash into each other. You've got Floyd, this calculated ring surgeon who lives off perfect positioning and surgical precision. Then there's Tyson, this relentless force who gets inside your space and unleashes these short, vicious combinations that end conversations. What's really interesting, though, is how Cordero's involvement changes the equation. This isn't about putting on some circus act. We're talking about harnessing that legendary aggression and channeling it through pure strategy. At Mike's stage in life, it's less about throwing endless combinations and more about picking the exact right moments to explode.
Mike's just different. I've worked with some very exceptional athletes throughout my life, and they're all remarkable in their own way, but Mike's just a whole different animal.
What we doing?
Do one more set. Let's get 12 reps. It's the heaviest we've gone on this. So just focus on perfect form for 12 reps.
233 today, contact for 230.
12 is all we need.
I'm over the 225, 228 up.
Lean mean.
Big
Lean
chest.
mean.
1, there we go. 2, 3, 4, good work. 8, 4 more. 9, 10, 2 more, Mike. 11 and 12.
Easy,
First time
easy.
we've done that.
That was easy.
Yeah, it was.
Look, everyone's going to call this a cash grab spectacle, and maybe they're not wrong. But training camps don't operate with this kind of intensity when it's just about collecting checks. When fighters at this level start preparing like their reputations depend on it, something shifts. The promotional circus takes a back seat to something much deeper. We're talking about legacy protection mode, and there's this unsettling reality hanging over everything that one perfectly timed right hand from a locked-in Tyson could rewrite the entire story in the span of 3 seconds.
One of the greatest of all time, Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson announced he's fighting Floyd Mayweather in 2026. What do you think of that fight overall?
Well, kind of different, the size-wise, by, Tyson heavyweight, and I think weatherweight.
Right.
So it's.
Is it a real fight? Do you think? You think fans should take it serious? Is it a real fight, Mayweather Tyson?
I couldn't think it was real. The fact of the matter, he's a lot bigger than guy, so it's, weight makes a difference.
What really grabs my attention is when he starts questioning whether this whole thing even registers as a legitimate fight, because that comment quietly moves us away from entertainment hype toward actual competitive analysis. Holyfield's breaking this down like someone who's been in there with both pressure and precision, not like someone reading headlines for clicks. His approach stays measured, acknowledging the spectacle element while still giving respect to the names involved. That's where this gets complex. Tyson's built his entire identity around overwhelming pressure. Floyd survived by making that pressure irrelevant through movement and timing. Now you have a legend like Holyfield cutting through all the noise with simple heavyweight mathematics instead of emotional reactions. No drama, just decades of experience talking. But here's what's bouncing around in my thoughts. Technical brilliance can neutralize physical advantages, but those physical advantages only need one split second to completely change everything. When Holyfield keeps his analysis this straightforward, he's actually dropping heavyweight wisdom wrapped in the most understated delivery possible.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying you got Tyson?
I got Tyson.
You got Tyson over Mayweather? That's huge. Well, I just got Floyd because he's younger, 10 years younger, fast, elusive.
But I hear bigger punches, man. You don't get toe up.
Really?
Well, of course.
So if Tyson lands on Floyd, Floyd's going down?
Yeah.
But so when he fought Jake Paul, some fans, they weren't too impressed with Tyson's performance versus Jake Paul. You think you'll have a better one versus Floyd?
I just think if they compete, you're gonna get.
That's exactly what makes this fascinating. Holyfield's straightforward size-based reasoning about heavyweight physics versus smaller fighter technical mastery gets completely turned upside down the second Ariel starts genuinely questioning if this fight even exists. That pivot is absolutely wild because now we've abandoned style debates entirely and moved into reality verification mode. Ariel straight up admitting he saw the announcement and thought this has to be fake immediately throws doubt on what was running purely on spectacle energy. I'm watching this thinking that's exactly how a real journalist processes information versus how fans consume headlines. Then he starts digging into the promotional chaos and all the missing pieces. Where's the date? What venue? What's the actual format? Suddenly this massive event narrative starts looking less like a done deal and more like a public opinion survey. That market testing theory he mentions might be one of the smartest observations yet, because in today's boxing landscape, announcements can function as marketing experiments long before fights become actual contracts. The whole temperature-checking approach makes perfect sense.
Happens.
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero, after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again. I think if this match was made on the heels of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., I think this would be blockbuster. I think people would be falling over themselves to consume this. After the Jake Paul version of Mike Tyson, I don't think anybody's going to be interested.
Tyson will be close to 60 by the time this happens.
And Mayweather has been out of the spotlight for a lot.
Absolutely not. But what really crashes into everything we've been hearing is Ariel directly referencing Tyson's most recent performance when he questions public interest. And that connects perfectly with Porter's timing worries and broader spectacle exhaustion, just delivered through a more business-focused lens. He's not disrespecting these legends, he's questioning whether the market can sustain this kind of demand. Then someone on the panel just casually drops what's even appealing about this anymore, and that hits way harder than any dramatic prediction because it forces us to confront some uncomfortable comparisons. The Roy Jones nostalgia factor worked. The Jake Paul curiosity experiment worked. But Floyd against a nearly 60-year-old Tyson? That's operating on completely different emotional mathematics. Meanwhile, Ariel saying he'd rather watch Floyd versus Manny again instead of this matchup adds this layer of commercial reality clashing with legacy fascination. The funniest contradiction in all of this is how they express doubt about interest while spending several minutes straight analyzing every angle. That behavior alone proves that the combined gravitational pull of Tyson and Mayweather still warps every conversation around them. When the skepticism gets this loud, the logic stays this cautious, and the certainty about this fight actually materializing feels shakier than any headline wants to admit. You know something's off.
Like, who really cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not them at their highest level. It's an exhibition. Everybody will clown on it when it eventually does happen.
There is a way that exhibitions can be fun. Tyson versus Roy Jones was actually like the best version of that, right? An exhibition that like I thought was exciting, delivered for the fans, but also that was so long ago for Mike Tyson. The version that we saw
like
against
early
Jake Paul,
50s.
Yeah, the version that we saw against Jake Paul just can't
Against
do it
the
anymore.
guy around his size too. Floyd Mayweather is not that.
Roy's pretty small, but
So
no, not as small.
All that Ariel-style skepticism about this fight's actual existence just got completely demolished by Frank Smith, casually predicting Tyson by controversial first-round knockout like he's ordering his usual lunch. And honestly, I respect the absolute confidence because that's pure promoter instinct mixed with spectacle psychology in one breath. Listen to him discussing young prospects, future champions, long-term development strategies, measured professional growth for teenagers, all calm and composed business talk, and then completely out of nowhere, he drops this heavyweight legend, demolishing an undefeated defensive master in the opening round. The emotional whiplash is both hilarious and captivating simultaneously. When Frank's breaking down investment approaches for the sport's future, I'm completely on board thinking, yes, this is proper boxing vision, structured prospect development, experience building, disciplined progression timelines. Then literally seconds afterward, he unleashes this Tyson prediction, and we're right back in boxing's chaos dimension, where size, mythology, and aura collide head-on with rational analysis. And pay attention to his exact phrasing, controversial knockout. Not clean, not straightforward, controversial.
Mike Roy was super interesting. It was in the, very kind of early stages of the pandemic.
Yeah.
8 months in, but we were still kind of dark and depressed at that point. And like Tyson hadn't fought. It was nostalgic. It was Roy. Okay, so I got the appeal. I got the appeal of Jake because he was so much younger and he's, a novice compared to Tyson. I don't know. Okay, now what's the appeal here?